Ywigs partnered with me again to showcase their crochet hair. This time they sent me over 20 inches of their kinky curly hair in the color 1B4, which matches my locks exactly. They sent me over 6 packs of this beautiful, gorgeous, girl, look at this curl. It's so pretty. And what I love about the packaging is that it came with like a little metal twisty in the middle to help separate the hair so that it will not tangle up. Also, they sent me over clips, a crochet needle, a edge brush, and a comb, which I love. Let's go jump right into this style. So we're going to start off with freshly washed hair. I'm going to moisturize my scalp with my favorite, the Blue Magic castor oil. That is my go-to. And then for my locks, I'm going to be using the Sacred Moisture Seal Lotion. And then I'm going to follow up with the Sacred Oil. I love this combo on my locks. It keeps my hair moisturized, especially because it's going to be in a protective style. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to braid down my hair into 4 sections. This is a good style for those who are not really good with braiding their hair or have locks like myself. It doesn't have to be super, super neat as your base. And that's what I love about curly hair, is that if your base looks messed up, you're not going to see it because it's curly, it's big. It is what it is. I think if you girlies have longer locks and it's hard for you to tuck it in, I really feel like this style is going to be for you. I did show you guys before I was talking that I'm going to have a side part and a middle part. So I did that one braid just to divide where my parts are. And then I'm just going to bunch up my locks into 2 buns and tuck it away. Now you will see some of my hair sticking out on the top, but don't worry about that. I will be crocheting that down to my hair when I'm adding the human hair crochet hair onto it, and you'll see what I'm talking about. So now let's just jump into the install. We're going to take away that metal twisty that is around the crochet, and then we're going to gently separate the hair. I do love that the strings are super thick, so it won't pop if you're too rough, but you still want to be gentle. You're going to take that crochet needle and you're going to pull it through your hair. I have it tucked underneath my locks. We're going to open that needle through. We're going to put both pieces inside the needle, close it, and then pull it out. And that's basically the crochet method. I'm going to show you guys one more time. Pull it through, make sure the string is in the middle, pull the needle out, take both pieces of hair, close it, and pull it down. So that's how I am knotting the crochet hair onto my hair. And then wherever there's pieces of my personal locks that's like sticking out, I'm making sure the crochet on top of that. And then also if there's any parting crocheting between the two, so taking one side of one part, one side of the other part, and making the crochet hair make the parts meet in the middle. And then you just randomly place the crochet hair around the back of your head. And this is what one pack is looking like, a nice and full. And I know I'm going to say crochet a lot of times. Maybe you can count it and put it in the comment section below. This is the second pack. We're going to work our way around again. It's good to have a second mirror. I do have a second mirror so I can see the back of my head so you can see your placement. I would say if you're not a fan of big hair, definitely separate your pieces. But if you don't mind the big hair, you can put the pieces together. But me, I don't want it too big, so I made sure that my separation of where I'm placing the crochet hair makes sense where you're not seeing my locks underneath. So it's like if the wind blows, you're not seeing my hair, so it looks like it's naturally growing out of my scalp. But also not too close where I have too much hair going on, if that makes sense. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just working my way around the back, and then I'm going to do the front of my hair. So right here, I'm doing the middle part. Again, trying to connect any spaces where I have parts, where I have my locks. That's what I'm doing right here, just to fill in the gaps. This style took me about, let's say, a total of 3 hours with the washing and the braid down and the moisturizing. I just had like YouTube playing on the TV that's next to me, and I just tackled it. Right here, I'm just tucking my hair away so I can tackle the front of my hair. Now, the front of my hair is very precious to me. My hair is very fine, and any style that it does too much tension on my hair will break my hair out. So I will not be putting any crochet hair towards the front of my hair. So just keep that in mind. Right here, I'm showing you guys how I do like my bi part. I'm just taking one piece of the hair and I'm pulling it through the needle, and I'm making it so that the crochet is going to be exposed to both sides instead of just it being one side. I'm gonna show you guys one more time. Put the crochet needle through and only pulling one side. That way I have crochet on one side of my part and then crochet on the other side of my part. You see? Boom, boom. There you go. And like I said before, I am not doing hair too close to my edges because it's super fine. I'm using the Sacred Edge drops to just help my hair grow. So I try to be very gentle when I'm doing protective styles. Protective styles are temporary, but your hair is permanent. So I try to be as gentle as possible towards the end. Another great thing about wearing curly hair is you can manipulate it, especially in the edges area, so it looks like it's growing out of your scalp, and I will show you guys how I do that. But just keep that in mind if you're wondering why I'm not putting any hair towards there. What I do typically is I use a teasing brush, but I realized that it was more effective for me to use my hands to tease the hair to make it look like it's blending with my hair. So I did start off with the teasing brush, but then I realized I could just use my fingers and just separate the curl, and that's exactly what I'm doing. Is I'm taking just a piece of a curl and I'm just pulling apart, just roughing it up, sort of like picking at it. You see, I'm picking at it just to give you that frizz look, because that frizz look gives the illusion like the hair is growing out of your scalp, and it's just a chef's kiss way of blending your crochet hair so it's not that noticeable. Keep in mind too, this does have a string, and not every single time I crocheted my hair it hit the string, so teasing it helps hide the string of the crochet hair. Go ahead girl, count how many times I'm saying that. Yeah, so this gives you that nice illusion, but I will use that teaser brush to blend my hair with the hair so everything is like seamless together. So as you can see here, just going ahead and I'm teasing away, and then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do it at around my edges where I'm just teasing it. Now, keep in mind also too, when you're going to sleep and you're tying your hair down with your bonnet, that teasing stuff is probably not going to look the same in the morning when you take your bonnet off. So when you're prepping your hair for your day and you're spraying your curls to refreshen it, you may have to go back ahead and do this again just to make it blend, only because your hair it goes back into its like uniform curl, if that makes sense. So just make sure you do a nice little perimeter look, tease anywhere that just looks too uniform. You can see where the string is, and then you should be good to go as far as the morning. I'm gonna stop talking and I'm gonna let you guys just look at me just make the front look natural. So I used about 3.5 packs of the human hair, crochet hair in my head, and this is what it's looking like. Now it's time to go ahead and brush it and condition it. If you like big hair, again, you can leave it like this. If you want to be a lioness, go ahead, girl, do what you want to do. But for me, I'm going to be using just my detangling brush, a bottle with some water inside of it, and then I'm also going to be using some Scala conditioner in my hair to just get these curls a little bit uniform and together. Keep in mind, I keep saying keep in mind, but I just want to give you guys just honesty when it comes to this. I don't really like big hair. Big curls are pretty, but for me, I live in South Florida and it is hot down here. So big hair is a lot for me. I wouldn't suggest you just using conditioner in this hair if you want it to be a little bit tamed. I would say to use like a light mousse or a light gel. Like Dew actually makes a styling cream that doesn't make your curls hard. You can go ahead and use that in your hair, because even though this is weighed down with conditioner and water and it looks so pretty, I'm going to show you guys, like, see how beautiful it looks. It got big when it dried. Like, it was not tamed and it wasn't down like this. It got huge. Like, it swole up. So if you wanted to stay down like this, I would definitely recommend maybe doing like Eco Styler gel, maybe some mousse, anything that gives you your curl a nice hold, but not make it like a crunchy hold. I did miss a spot back there. Don't judge me, I didn't see back there. But this is what it's looking like. The curls are absolutely beautiful, and I'm gonna show you guys what I'm talking about, how like the hair like swole up. This is me taking my bonnet off the next day. I like to show you guys the next day and not like right after I install it. You can see it's a little frizzy, it's a little big. For me, it's too big. I didn't like it, but I wanted to show you guys what it looked like. Towards the end, I'm gonna show you guys after I like sprayed it down. I'm showing you guys how I did the middle part and the side part. I love the versatility of it, so just make sure if you want to have multiple parts, you can go ahead and braid it down that way. I'm showing you guys a close-up of what the blending is looking like, and right here is where I sprayed it, so that's why it looks a little tamed down. That's what the middle part's looking like. This is what it looks like sprayed down. All in all, this hair is absolutely beautiful. Fun fact, the last time I reviewed Ywigs hair, I did use their hair to make my locks a little bit thicker. So I definitely want to thank Ywigs because they are not a part of me, because they helped make my locks thicker. Because I did crochet that into my hair with the last install. But that's it, guys. That's the video. If you have any questions, please leave it below. Again, Ywigs, thank you so much for reaching out and collaborating with me again. Thanks for sticking around and watching my videos, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.